That's a good drop. That's a real good drop. Today we're going to talk about something pretty serious. And, you know, this take might be a little bit controversial, but let me assure you that this is going to be the most important thing that you hear as a Pokemon card collector in 2021 and moving forward 2022, 2023. This is something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I've been sort of wrestling with the idea of how I do this video. And I settled on this because I feel like just talking about it candidly, just sort of letting it all flow out is going to be the best way to get my point across. Title's pretty controversial. I know that probably alerted some of you. Yes, it's quite outlandish and it's maybe a little bit of a sweeping generalization. But I think when you listen to what I have to say here today, you're going to reevaluate how you collect, you're going to reevaluate how you purchase things, and you're going to reevaluate how you see sales online, how you see advertising online, how you see marketing online. It's very simple. The first thing you got to really come to terms with is why you collect. Why do you collect Pokemon cards? Do you collect them because you like the illustrations, you like the art? Do you collect them because, you know, maybe 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15 years, they're going to be worth a little bit of money? That's no secret. That is no secret when it comes to Pokemon cards, that rare cards are worth money. And I think most of us have gotten pretty familiar with that, I don't know, idea in the last year or so, well and truly. But if you don't know why you collect, you will probably find that you are buying things endlessly. You know, you have no real cohesion to your collection. You're kind of just buying things as they come out. And a lot of the time when you're just buying things as they come out, you're pretty much just buying modern. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be the freaking be all end all of whether modern's going to be worth it or whether you should stick to vintage or any of that jargon. It's been done. And I think it's been ran well and truly into the ground. But what I want you to figure out is why you collect. Are you collecting for some longer term goal? Do you have a goal? Do you just buy packs as they come out because it's fun to rip packs? If that's you, leave the video now, because the rest, you know, is probably going to fall on deaf ears and you're not really going to understand what I'm talking about because it's not going to really apply to you. But if you have some kind of long-term goal, do you want to complete a master set? You know, do you want to have all the Growlithe cards in the world or all the Arcanine cards? I know there's somebody comes down to my Twitch stream always updating me on how far along they're coming with their Arcanine and Growlithe collection, which I think is fantastic, right? But do you have that? Do you have something that you're working towards? You know, for some people, that's a particular. For some people, that's a specific card or a particular card. For some people, that's a graded card, and those people work towards collecting that. And what that means is they don't buy anything else that doesn't get them towards their goal. They just primarily focus on finding that item and getting it and achieving it. And when they do achieve it, when they do find that item, they move on to something else and they try to look for another card that, you know, becomes their next grail. But they don't buy things that hinder their progress towards that grail. In fact, what they do is they specifically buy things that help them achieve that goal. And I can tell you right now, in 2021, more than ever, many collectors are using modern product to get to that goal. It's honestly, it's no secret. It's no secret that collectors are doing that, but for some reason, I just feel like people aren't really seeing that. And what that means is that they get sucked into this cycle of buying modern and just, you know, thinking that they need to buy the next set that comes out because someone's saying that they should buy it. Worst of all, they get. I've spoken about this before. You're gonna love when I say this for the up 10th time. They get convinced and conned into believing that they need to invest in modern if they want to get anywhere. But if your goal is to get, let's just go with my favorite example at the moment, a PSA 10 Alola Friends. If that is your goal, that card is your goal. And that's about a 3,000 AUD, maybe let's say, you know, 3,000 what's that, 2,500, 3,000 USD cards, somewhere around there, right? I saw one sold for 3,000 AUD, so I know that card's coming down a little bit. If that's your goal, why would you buy anything that sort of hinders you from working towards that goal? You wouldn't, right? In fact, you'd buy actively to get there. You'd buy actively to get the funds to get there. And what that means now, right, in this day and age, is buying modern and flipping it. And that's what it is. It's flipping modern, right? Because if you buy something, if you manage to hook a pre-order for, let's use everyone's favorite example. This is the meta right now, the Ultra Premium Collection. If you hook one of those for 200 AUD, I'm not sure what the US price is, but say 150, 140, right? And you manage to sell it for 4 to 5 times that because everyone's hyping it up right now. Well, you know, you've got another $500 in your pocket. You're 1/6 of the way to getting to your grail card. And if you're in this for personal collection reasons, you just want to have that card, fantastic. If you're in this for investment reasons, why the fuck wouldn't you do that? That makes total sense. Why wouldn't you pre-order things that people want and are blindly buying right now and then flip it straight away to buy the cards that you actually want? It's free money. It's literally free money. It's 101 stuff. There's not much more to it. For some reason, on YouTube right now, the current meta is to talk about ETBs, you know? I think we've all seen the videos. They're pretty much littered all over the platform right now. There's a specific YouTuber that is literally making a video about ETBs every single day. Like there is 12 minutes of content worth to talk about it every single day. There really isn't. Why would you waste your time buying ETBs and umming and ahhing about whether it's going to go from 1 to 500 in 3 or 4 years when you could just buy the latest product that everyone is hyping up and get that return in a week? And then go and buy the card that you actually want, or go and buy the thing that you actually want. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing that right now because it is so freaking easy. It's literally 101 stuff. You know, if you want to achieve your goals quickly with Pokemon card collecting, that's the quickest way to do it. If your goal is authentic, and I'll come back on this, I'll return to this point. But if your goal is authentic or wholesome, let's say you want a master set tag bowl, right? And you find a quick shortcut to get there, well, you know, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Throw a line out, someone's going to buy it. You know, why wouldn't you shoot your shot, right? You'll achieve your wholesome goal, right? Wholesome goal. What's wholesome, right? You know, because at the end of the day, collections become worth something, and everybody has their sell point. My sell point, I don't know where it is, right? And I get asked this all the time, you know, why don't you sell some of your cards and buy something else? Or when are you going to sell, you know, you got so many Marnies or whatever, when are you going to sell one? I don't know. I don't know where my sell point is, right? But I have one. I'm only human, you know. I found that card. I love it. I only need one. The other few that I have, you know, if push came to shove, I'd sell it. Or if my grail card was right in front of me and I had the Marnies I needed and I could sell them and get the money and get my grail card, am I going to say no? I mean, really? Would you say no? If the card that you really wanted was there and you had a way to get there? This is why collectors ultimately are in a sense investors, because you're not going to bury yourself with your cards. Maybe there's 1 or 2 that you'll take to your grave, but if you had a card that everybody wanted and you sold it and it meant, you know, another 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 grand in your pocket, it meant realizing some other dream, starting a business, buying a house, getting that Tesla. I don't know. Would you move it? Eventually you would. This is why you need to really hone in on what you're digesting and watching, because by getting sucked into the modern cycle this year, you are fueling somebody else's dreams, right? You're not fueling your own. If you don't know why you're buying cards, if you don't know why you're collecting things, and you're just sort of buying what comes in front of you, what somebody tells you to invest in, then you're not actually achieving any of your goals. You're fulfilling somebody else's. You're lining somebody else's pocket. You might buy that ETB or that ultra premium collection for $800, right? Whatever it ends up being when this thing finally drops. But that guy's probably going to go and buy some, you know, low print, low pop PSA card, some kind of promo that's going to return them, because, you know, eventually they do decide to sell it, way more than your ultra premium collection is. So If you want to get the ultra premium collection because you like it and you want to put it on your shelf, go for it. By all means, go for it, right? But know that if that's not your actual goal, you're getting it because you think that it's going to help you achieve your goals later on, and it won't. Because modern is just a flip fest. Everybody's buying it and everybody's flipping it, and they're moving on to the next thing. The second a set comes out, there's a reason why nobody talks about it anymore. Evolving Skies was the shit. It was the set that you had to buy, that you had to invest in, that you had to put, a case of in your closet. I'm calling anybody out. You know who you are. Because then when the next thing came out that was more popular and more exciting, you pull that case out within a month and you sell it. And you don't get any return because everybody's moved on from the set. Nobody's hyped about it. Nobody's excited about it anymore. That's so 2 months ago. And you know what? Celebrations will be so 2 months ago too. And when Celebrations drops, it's going to be so 2 months ago when VMAX Climax hits as well. And we're going to repeat this cycle forever. The only people who win are the ones that keep selling you the con. And they're out there. You know who they are. Just look around. I'm not going to call out names. I'm not going to point fingers because I want you to figure it out. Eventually you will. I'm sure you will. But the more we talk about it and the more we come to terms with this idea and this concept that's out there that is a real thing, the more we normalize talking about it, the faster we're going to get to that point where those people can't take advantage of hype anymore. And that's where we'll end up. And there'll be a new meta and this will get replaced. But in the meantime, you'll be able to achieve your goal through whatever means it ends up being. Or you might take what I'm saying in this video and you might start doing it. But I'm not revealing the secret. This isn't something that people don't want me to talk about or people don't want to say out loud because they're afraid that somebody else is going to start doing it and it's going to cut into their lunch. This is obvious stuff. If you haven't figured it out by now, you just haven't been paying attention. And if you think that this stack here I got is some kind of stupid flex and then I'm absolutely wilding out here, let me assure you that the real people that know what they're doing, they got way more than what I got here. Peace.